13 Palestinians hold a photo Russian President Vladimir Putin during a protest support of people. Gaza in Hebron, the Israeli-occupied West Bank. As conflict between Israel and Hamas continues. October 20, 2023. Yosri AljamalFile photo received licensing rights. The issue helps advance his new world order. Agenda. Russia appears to be taking a more pro-Palestinian stance. Moscow offers services peacefully. London. November 17. Russian President Vladimir Putin waited 3 days to comment on the Israeli that took place on Hamas' 71st birthday. When he did this, he blamed the United States, not Hamas. It took another 6 days for Putin to express his condolences to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over the killing of nearly 1,200 Israelis. 10 days later, Russia said that the Hamas delegation was in Moscow for talks. Russian and Western policy experts say Putin is trying to use Israel's war against Hamas to escalate his existential battle with the West for a new world order that would end U.S. dominance in favor of a multilateral system he believes already exists. Takes shape. Sergei Markov, a former advisor to Kremlin, wrote about Putin's statement on his blog. Russia understands that USA and EU fully support Israel. But USA and EU are now embodiment of evil. They cannot be right in any way. Therefore, Russia will not be in same camp as the United States and EU. Israel's main ally is now Russia's main enemy, the United States. Hamas' ally is Russia's ally, Iran. Moscow has an increasingly close relationship with Tehran, which supports Hamas and where Washington accuses Moscow of supplying drones to Ukraine, which is engaged in a harrowing war of attrition with Russia. Hanna Notte, a Berlin-based Russian foreign policy expert, told the Carnegie Russia Eurasia Center that she thought Moscow had abandoned its earlier, more balanced position on the Middle East and adopted a pretty clear pro-Palestinian position. In doing all this, Russia understands very well that it is aligned with voters in Middle East and even Global South in their views on Palestinian issue. Where Palestinian cause continues to resonate, he said. What will reduce influence of the United States or very voter groups that Putin is trying to win over in his effort for a new world order. The most important way for Russia to benefit from this crisis in Gaza is to score points in global public opinion. Notte said. When you look at the suffering and bloody children in Gaza, you clench your fists and tears come to your eyes. Putin said. Double-standard Russian politicians have openly contrasted Washington's carte blanche for Israel to Gaza with its punitive response to Russia's war in Ukraine, which Moscow says did not deliberately target civilians despite thousands of civilians being killed. Israel's ambassador to the UN said Russia was in no position to lecture others, given what it did in Ukraine. But Senator Alexei Pushkov said the West had fallen into a trap of making by Rev.